Welcome to our live stream of high school sports. Please note that this broadcast is produced by an independent team of sports enthusiasts, and the views, opinions, and commentary expressed are solely those of the commentators and not representative of the schools, teams, or athletes featured. While we strive for accuracy, occasional errors or misstatements may occur. This stream is intended for entertainment and educational purposes only. Thank you for joining us and enjoy the show.
Yeah, come on, let's go. Hey, you ain't never seen nothing like this. Ain't no telling how it might get. It's the hypest right here. High school sports at its finest. So many highlights, you have to rewind it. Hey, Stream City, let me just remind you. The heart of a lion, a team full of fighters. So many stars on the field, it'll blind you. They're giving everything they got till the time's up. Yeah, legends in the making. History is made. We just getting started. You ain't seen a thing. YSN, gotta know the name. They gon' bring the flames. They gon' do their thing. Take it to another level, don't hold back. High school, got a passion and we show that. Got the drive and you know they got the heart. Number one spot for your high school sports. Let's go for the win. Hey.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to YSN Live. DJ Yoakley, Anthony, Ronald Hartwig with you. And boy, it's Tuesday.
It's definitely Tuesday.
Definitely feels like a Tuesday. You're not, it's not a Monday.
No.
So there's no, like, the excitement of last week kind of wears off. The realization of this week sets in. It's a Tuesday. It is the Tuesdayest Tuesday we've ever seen in 2025.
Funny that, like, Tuesday for me, like the last couple of weeks since we've had Sundays off, Mondays have been like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed where you feel really energized.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday is when, like, it starts to hit you again. Like, oh, here we go.
Oh, dude. So Sunday, I guess the Sunday off thing, Sundays are like my Saturday now. And then Mondays are like my Sundays.
Right.
But we still have to do the show. And then typically I have to do a couple things throughout the day, namely be dad and take my kid to school and pick him up from school. But also a couple things for YSN and WFMJ that we have to. So I told you yesterday, was not feeling it. I was a wreck. Feeling a little bit better today. Baby girl was not feeling it last night. So we were up for quite a while last night. Not a whole lot of sleep in the yoke, except Z. Z always sleeps. Like it's ridiculous.
Living up to his name.
Yeah, he was getting. Then he gets up. He's like, "Man, I'm so tired." I'm like, "Go get dressed."
Oversleeping is the thing. So.
Yeah, he's got no problem sleeping. I'll tell you that. He says he never gets any sleep, but nobody ever sees him up.
Wait,
it's incredible. Children are the light of my life. But dude, Tuesdays now are like the Mondayest
right.
Tuesdays ever. You feel that too?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
it's wild because, like, okay, well, hey, here's what I'm going to tell you. You, my friend, I saw all the content, all the output that was yesterday into last night, into this morning, into this afternoon. Holy cow. Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Ronald Hartwig is on a heater.
We can no longer say that we are waiting on those Boardman interviews. Those are done. Those are lifted, and those are no longer looming on our shoulders. They are done.
That was like I'm saying it. I'm watching like the updates, and I'm like, okay, somebody's had enough. Somebody has had enough of it. Apologies to Boardman for those lasting almost 2 months in the can, but hey, life will get you. Like, it's not funny. Like, we're not laughing at Boardman at all. We're laughing at ourselves because we're idiots. And like, literally, we're uploading all this stuff, and Boardman's just sitting there from before the season even started. Oh, it's such is life, right? Such is life in the content industry. And I wasn't even I wasn't touching it. I just got to the point where like it's mass production which is challenging in itself that day. And then you get back, because usually it's, I don't know how you are, Ant, but usually it's as soon as it's over, I'm loading it to YouTube. I'm doing all that stuff.
Right.
I'll distinctly remember that Spartan Saturday, and I was like toast when I got home. I was drenched because it was so hot out, even under the tent. 16 or so interviews, something like that.
No, I can tell you now it was 18 because you had
18.
2 of them up already posted, but then there were like 16 more to go. So
And then
18 total.
that was on a Saturday. And then was it the day after? Sometime in between there, I had 31 interviews in like the course of 24 hours. I was toast. I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying, like, people think that, oh, we just boom, boom, boom. Like, listen, when you're asking that many questions to that many people, and some of them you're meeting for the first time and there's no background, boy, is that tough.
In
And
all
not
the
that I'm
different
asking
sports too.
Yeah, I'm not asking anybody to feel bad for me because this is the life I chose. However, I remember being toast after that. It was rough. It was rough, but we got him through. Anthony is a hero to yours truly today. Not only today, but literally every day.
Yeah, I simply said, like, we're not gonna say that anymore that the Boardman ones are waiting. Like, we're just gonna lock myself in the room and just go.
That's part of the other thing. And we're not again, this is gonna sound like we are like wanting compliments and wanting people to be like, oh, poor them. No, but like Anthony's doing a volleyball game and content every single night of the week.
Right.
I've got a show or a game every single night of the week. Content continues to stir up. Like, there's a lot, and it doesn't always come to the ultimate. What do we call it? The content graveyard. It goes into the content graveyard sometimes, and it's tough. But
Poland, you're up. A lot of stuff coming for Poland.
We're working on going back into the zone coverage shows and getting those interviews plucked out now. So thank you, Ant. I guess I'm trying to say thank you very much for allowing us some freedom here. And God bless Boardman. I didn't hear one peep.
No.
Didn't hear a word.
They shared everything. They're like, oh, cool.
That was awesome. I mean, they're evergreen. And they were great interviews. So it's not like, we were holding back anything pressing or anything.
The good thing is, props to you, because I think some interviews struggle with this. When I think you understand by now that there's not a guarantee those are going to go up right away. So you didn't really ask anything that was super time sensitive. So it was kind of easy to not have to, okay, I have to change this so it doesn't sound like he did do the interview on the story, before the season was started. So there was a lot of stuff in there that wasn't super like awkward to post now.
It's interesting. I can't say that I did that on purpose. I liked it. Of course I did that on purpose. What are we talking about? Yeah, that's exactly how we drew it up. I'm going to be honest with you. It was, okay, let's have a couple of, because we've done this twice now, that we've done like the Spartan Saturday.
Yeah, there was one for the lock-in, right? Where they.
It was a Midnight
Madness.
Yeah, Midnight Madness. We did that. And that was, I don't think there were as many interviews on that because that was live. We did that live.
Right.
And then I'll tell you what, Spartan Saturday, they brought it. Jeff Hamilton and the whole crew over there. Alyssa Birch, God bless her. She's just like, here. I was like, oh, boy.
Oh,
Oh, boy. All right, we'll do it. We did it. We made it. And she's smiling from ear to ear. I'm just like, oh, my gosh. Like, it was great. But I think we're going to limit from now on to, like, 8 max.
Unless we have multiple people that can come and do, rotations.
I want to say you were not available that day as well.
I think I had a volleyball game. I think that was the first day of volleyball.
I think you're right. Did we get volleyball for Boardman?
No, because I had already gotten their volleyball.
That's what it was.
Players,
okay,
seniors,
all right. So that's what it.
Yep,
it's exactly what it was.
So we were cooking. We're always cooking.
We have 2 interviews today that were in the can. Anatoly, I did last week, and Brandon Baguki.
Yep.
Did I
Got
say
it.
that right?
Yeah, nailed it.
Double B.
Yeah.
From Garfield. Will be
He did
on.
that interview last Monday when he was coming off of that game-winning touchdown that he caught to give Garfield the win over Liberty. So it was a big hero moment for him, and we got him right away.
I didn't get to ask you yet, and this is kind of on the spot, so I apologize. But we had big dogs. Excuse me. We had big dogs, and we're making some history last week with Hannah Timmons being the first
Yeah.
ever big dog of the Valley in football that was a female.
Right.
Ultimately didn't win, but I mean, breaking barriers down for everybody else, for young ladies all over the place. Did you like that? Was it kind of like, ultimately didn't win, but still was able to kind of bring a new narrative to the big dogs of the Valley, which we haven't had for years.
It was definitely cool. It was one of those things where I can see kind of both sides. I can see someone that would be pushing back against that because at the end of the day, it could feel like a novelty thing because she kicks extra points. But at the other thing is like she hit the game-winning extra point after missing the first two in a very high-pressure situation. Got to wear the hero cape. Plus, we interviewed her, and you couldn't have given it to a better person. She's also a captain on the soccer team as a junior, leads that soccer team to more wins than they've had in the last 2 years combined. So she's doing a lot of really great things. So you kind of love being able to shine a light on people and athletes like that. But I can definitely see where some people were probably like, is this just a novelty? Like it makes sense that people would say that. I don't necessarily agree with that narrative, but I see where those people might be coming from.
Yeah, I mean, we've said multiple times with Big Dogs of the Valley, it's not intended to necessarily highlight one person. It's
Right.
intended to highlight several people and put their name in lights and have, the video I think is neat still to this day. Parents get a kick out of it. It's a popularity contest. I get it. It's one of those things where you can click as many times as you'd like or as many times as you wouldn't like, but it's there for the kids. The idea is to shine a light on the kids. And usually you get, okay, this is what it's about. There's another contest that goes on that there's no rhyme or reason for how they choose their players or how they choose people. There's another one by an entity that we're not even necessarily sure. Basically, it's all AI at that point. The guy's not even from here that runs the entity. They don't matter, if you catch my drift. And they just copied Big Dogs of the Valley, and they're doing the same thing, but they're like putting players on there that are injured, and
Right.
it's tough. And each week, Anthony, you can validate this. Each week before, and we'll do it again probably today, I'll send a group chat out or a group text out. Hey, does anybody have any big dogs that they'd like to? Because if there's nobody that nominates a big dog of the Valley for volleyball or football in this instance, we go to our announcers, and the announcers will say, hey, this person had a really big, for instance, Stephen Thomas from JFK is my nomination, and nobody said no to that because he had 279 yards and 4 touchdowns. Pretty solid.
Yeah, that's a good day at the office. I think that's
when you punch the clock and you're saying, hey, I think I had a good day. I think I owned the day. I put my name on this one.
Right.
But like, there's no justification because you could have a kid out there that scores 1 touchdown, but it's a game winner, or an extra point and it's the game winner. In Hannah's case, and people sit there and they go, oh, was it really that big a deal? Are they really? Yeah. To them, it was. To their community, it was. Big Dogs of the Valley isn't MVP. It's who we feel is a valuable asset to that moment, to that week, to that community, in their team. That's just how it is. It doesn't have anything to do necessarily. I mean, obviously, with 4 touchdown games and 6 touchdown games, things like that, it's easy to pick out and say, hey, this is a pretty good outlier. But there's outliers that don't necessarily always. Are you alive? Are you okay? Okay, you're good. You're good. I thought you were. Oh, he's still going. He's still going. Here, pop yourself in whenever you're better. But Big Dogs of the Valley to kind of go on and continue. Big Dogs of the Valley is its own entity. It's its own thing. It was actually brought up in a meeting with Baird Brothers years ago when we started, and we were going to talk about Player of the Week and things of that nature. And they said, why don't we go a different route to be Big Dogs of the Valley? And God bless them. I thought they were crazy, and it actually worked. I mean, you got kids that are barking at each other, yelling big dog, chanting big dog in basketball gymnasiums and volleyball gymnasiums. It's really cool to see how it's panned out. And to answer, no, it is to me, it's, oh, what are you doing?
Sorry.
It is not a novelty. It is not a novelty. I don't think it's a novelty. I mean, if you think it is, I guess it could be, but I think it's one of those things that it's pretty cool just to be nominated.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I think people get caught up in winning, and of course, winning is great. It means that you got a lot of votes. But I've always told people that were disappointed in not winning, like, hey, being nominated is a little bit more, because that means that you did something that kind of caught our attention, or someone in the community's attention that nominated you, that got you your name in lights. Winning is cool. Winning means that there are people that are backing you, of course. But if you don't win, I don't think it's a knock. I think you should be more excited about getting on the list than maybe winning.
I'm in agreement with that. You know, it's one of those things. I mean, we try really hard not to have like multiple nominations but you know, you look at a kid like AJ Pearson who starts off red hot and just gets better every week. I think he's had 2 or 3, you know, and it's Gerard's having that kind of year. So they're going to get that kind of attention. And so is Poland, and so has Canfield. And, you know, you look at some of this, and
or when you're Ashton Hinchcliffe and seem like you break a record every week.
Well, that was too, you know, that was when you send us a record breaking performance 9 times out of 10, maybe 8 times out of 10, that's going to guarantee an opportunity for Big Dogs.
Your turn.
Hydrate. But no, I'll defend Big Dogs until my face turns blue. I just, you know, there's a lot of people that get, like you said, get a little fussy because they don't win. And then there's, hey, the bots. And I can only control what I see. And when we go in the back end, and we've talked about this before at length, ad nauseum, when we go in the back end and it's registering page views, how do I say that that's a bot and not Grammy, who is white knuckling it
right
on the mouse? You know, like I don't know what we've seen the situations where grandparents and parents are just hammering the mouse pad.
We've had school Wi-Fi's be blocked because they're, you know, let their kids go during lunch and it's crashed the whole system.
Yeah. I mean, they put them on the morning announcements, and they say you're allowed to have your phones today if you're voting for such and such a person, and all of a sudden it blows up.
And our website thinks it's getting attacked.
That was you want to talk about tough days at the office. That was a tough day at the office. Special thanks to Derp, who's once again in the comments. You don't need to give us any kudos there, Derp. We know you appreciate us, and we know we are appreciated, and we love what we do, and we do it every day. And some days it's a little tougher than others. But hey, we always say what, Ant, at the end of every show?
We'll get better tomorrow.
We'll be better tomorrow. And I think we're better already today than we were yesterday. Even though we had Greg McAfee on, who's always just a stellar performer on these Mondays. So, yeah, the professor just continues. We have a couple interviews. Who do you want to start with? You want to start with Anna?
Let's just go left to right on our playlist down there. Let's go Anna Toy.
Anna Toy, who is a record-breaking performer, also a record-breaking individual, and boy, she's one of the good ones. She's one that you always want to look at and point to as the shining beacon of light in sometimes the dark. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, last Tuesday, we had the chance to catch up with Anna Toy and some of the volleyball players for South Range at Giangelo's. And we will have that again tonight for the football team. Once again, at Giangelo's, everything starts at 7, so get there a little early, order up, enjoy. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Anna Toy.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Giangelo's right here on 224 in Boardman. It is the South Range Raider Show. And once again, we have special guests, player profiles, and boy, oh boy, am I excited to have this young lady on the program tonight. The burgundy and gold carpet runs out for the young lady that has more broken records than Elvis Presley. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Anna Toy.
Thank you.
All right, we were trying to count up the broken records, but we couldn't. So we just decided to go to a little bit of a hunga burn love. Thank you very much. One of those, okay? When you're thinking about the records that are broken, it's more than just an individual thing. It's a team thing, especially in this game. What do those records mean to you in this team specifically?
It's just a big accomplishment, and I definitely wouldn't be breaking the records if I didn't have my setters and my whole team cheering me on and supporting me.
I mean, your family, we'll talk about at length probably in a couple minutes, but I mean, you wear that last name Toy. We've talked about this before. There's a lot of pressure. Everybody from every other community knows that there's going to be a Toy somewhere they've got to cross. It just happens to be one of the best volleyball players to ever come out of South Range in you, Anna. What does that mean to you to represent not only the family on the back of your jersey, but obviously the South Range on the front?
Yeah, it definitely means a lot. I mean, having my dad as not my coach personally. I mean, he is our powder puff coach, but but having that coaching mentality has had a big impact on me, and I think my brothers too, and my sister. And wearing the South Range logo is just, it feels really good to be a part of such a family community.
All right, you said something about powder puff. If there's a Toy at quarterback, everybody's going to be rolling their eye. Are you quarterback?
I wanted to be, but I don't have the spiral. I don't have it down. I thought I did, but
I think everybody's sitting there dripping beads of sweat.
I can't live up to the name, so.
How fun is this team to be a part of?
It's so fun. It's definitely one of my favorite years, and just the connections that we have with everyone. We know, like, we just have each other's back, and it's been really fun, and it's definitely going to be up there on my list.
What makes this squad so special?
I think the fact that we've been playing with each other for a while now, having only 2 seniors leave last year, it's like basically the same team, and especially my grade, we've been playing with each other since 7th grade and in club too, so it's just really fun. It's a really fun sport to play with them.
Everybody talks about culture and chemistry. I'm going to move this up just a little
Okay.
bit for you. Everybody talks about culture and chemistry, and, you know, what does that mean when you're on the floor? Is that something that you can build over time? Or is it something you have to have at the beginning of the season? Is it something that you have to have at the end of the season? Where does that stuff fit in? It doesn't even matter.
It definitely does matter, I think. I feel like in the beginning, like in summer leagues and stuff, we didn't have as much chemistry as we do now because we had a lot of sophomores move up. And doing our team bondings at the lakes and all our team TikToks have definitely helped our team chemistry build. And I feel like it does help more in the end, but throughout the whole season, it keeps on adding up, and it's a really good thing.
I couldn't help but notice you smile when you talk about team TikToks and team bonding. Give me the story on the TikToks first.
Yeah, so I think it was me who was like, Coach K, we need to get on this. This is going to be really good. This will be a good little fun Friday thing, and it's just becoming something bigger every year.
Huge.
I would like to say I'm the team social media manager, kind of, so I do take pride
Congratulations
in
on all your
that.
success. High-paying gig, I bet.
Snacks before practice, that's it. Snacks before practice.
The team bonding part of it, how important has it been for this squad?
I think it's definitely made a really big impact, and it's definitely made us closer on and off the court. I talk to so many different girls in school now, and it's fun saying hi to them in the hallways.
Is this team more than a team, a volleyball team? Is it more of a family?
It's definitely more of a family, I think, because we've been playing so long together. And this season feels like we've been playing with each other forever, even some of the newbies like Lily and Natalie. we click so well together, and even if we lose, it's still really fun to be on the court with him.
The moment you realized that the championship was won in the NE8, look at that smile.
Yeah.
What did that mean to you?
Honestly, when we beat Struthers, it was like our emotions were really high because it was Allie's senior night. So we were kind of thinking about that. And then after we won, Coach K was like, we're the NEA champions. I was like, oh my gosh, wait, we are. So it didn't kick in fast. But once Harbor beat Lakeview, cheers to them.
So you weren't just locked in on it. You were just trying to play a game.
Yeah.
You weren't thinking, okay, we're 2 points away, 1 point away. It wasn't like that.
No, it was just playing with our girl, Allie.
Obviously, Allie. Let's talk about Allie.
Let's talk about her.
How special is that young lady to you?
She's really special to me. We've been friends for a long time. We used to go watch plays. I don't even know what they were about, but I remember going to watch plays with her. We have so many basketball pictures too at the YMCA. But she means a lot to me, and she's really fun to be around.
Her leadership, can you speak to that this year?
Yeah, she's definitely stepped up over the past couple games. But having her as our only senior is just like, it's just like a family member, like looking up to her.
What are you going to miss most about her?
Definitely her laugh, her shy laugh. It's like, she wants to laugh hard, but it's just like laugh it out, Allie, laugh it out.
We talked a little bit. We promised we'd talk about more about your family. I know you've got an incredibly supporting family at home, loves you very, very much. Talk to me about how that feels to have that kind of support. You see them in the stands, you see them at home, you see them in the school, you can't get away from them. What's it like?
Yeah, it's really nice to have a supporting family, even if only one person can come to a game, they somehow always make it. And they always wave to me before and after, text me good luck. My aunts, my uncles, cousins, they come. And so it's really nice to have my family there supporting me.
Obviously, your brother gets a ton of headlines last year, and now you're reaping all the benefits of the headlines on ysnlive.com. Walk me through that. The humility you have to be part of this community, this area, South Range.
Yeah.
Because it's not a toot your own horn situation. Where do you learn that? Is that something you learn from a young age, or you learn as you go?
I think having older siblings has definitely made me more humble. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But my mom has really taught me, just do your work, be yourself, don't try and act out, follow the rules. So she's definitely made a big impact on my life and staying humble.
Let's talk about the hard work, because nobody, and I mean nobody, works harder than you. When you think about all the time and effort that you put into your game, into your schoolwork, into your studies, into where you want to go in this life, how do you stay kind of focused on one thing at a time instead of getting out and ahead of things?
Yeah, my dad helps me stay focused, and my mom too. I try and get my schoolwork done as soon as possible. I go to practice with a good mindset and hopefully keep it. I do get frustrated sometimes, but I really just try and focus on one thing at a time, like you said, and it's worked so far. So,
what are some of the things you want to do once you're done with high school?
I don't actually know.
That's fair. That's okay.
I want to travel. I think that's always been something in me. Possibly playing volleyball in college. My parents really want me to.
They want you to?
Yeah.
Good for them. I mean, you're very good at it. There's nothing wrong with that. I know you're very humble, but you're good at it. But you're also very smart too, so you can probably do that plus a lot of other things.
Yeah. I don't know what I want to major in, but
what interests you right now? Like, if you had to pick what you want to do for the rest of your life right now, and you don't, what would you want to do?
Be a stay-at-home mom.
That's awesome. Hey, listen. As a new parent, I'm telling you, that is no vacation. That is no vacation. Good for you. What makes you want? I mean, what makes you want to be a mom? Like, what's the parts of the job that you really like?
I don't know, just being there for them. Like, my mom's always here for me, and she's always supported me. And my sister has 2 little babies, a new one, Ruth, and Loie. and just seeing her take care of them and just love them, I just can't wait for that to happen.
I was gonna say, you weren't around for baby Tristan, so
No.
that might change your
Yeah.
calibration a little bit. I got 2 kids at home. If you want them, you can have them. Just
Okay.
give them back whenever you're done.
Okay.
It'll be like 20 minutes. I mean, you talked about being a stay-at-home mom potentially, but like, what other things? You said you want to travel. Where do you want to travel?
Across the world.
Okay. No
Where-
place in particular?
No.
Is it just for the sights or for the food? What is it?
Well, I love food, so probably food, but it runs in the family.
Let me just get into this guy. Okay, food-wise, where do you want to go? Where has the best food that entices you the most about traveling the world?
Yeah, well, my brother went to Italy for a school trip, and that
Good
definitely
start.
intrigued me. I got pasta tonight, and it'd be so much better if it was like right there, watching it being made and eating it. But,
We call that Subway.
oh. Okay, perfect.
Just like Italy. I don't know if you've ever tried it.
No.
So good.
I feel like France would be cool to go to.
Do you know any of the languages?
I took 2 years of French. I dropped it this year, though, so
Oui-
Mr.
oh,
Landry, I'm
boy.
sorry.
I'm in the
Allie
middle of a
too.
clap. Oui, oui. No. Okay. How could you hold a conversation in French if you had to? Oh boy.
Bonjour. Je m'appelle Anna. Parker's good at French.
For those of you at home, that means my name is Anna. I don't know if anybody picked up on that. 3 years of French in high school, don't want to brag. Never made it to France. I don't even get French toast for that. Like, that's not
Nope.
even French fries. I have had a lot of those. Okay, so France, Italy.
Greece. I don't know. I went to Guatemala this past summer for a mission trip, and it was really cool just working with the kids. So possibly going back there.
What did
for a
you do
little
there?
trip. We did like VBS and work with the kids in the community. We did some construction work at a church. It was pretty cool. It's a pretty cool experience.
We had a nice conversation today with a young man from Newton Falls about his faith. Do you mind if we jump in?
Yeah.
Talk about your faith. How important is it to you?
It's definitely become more important to me over the past few years. My sister really is full of faith. She's faith-filled heart. My mom. But she went to college to be a missionary, and I think that's something that's super cool. And she's really good, and I think she's inspired me a lot.
A lot of eyes look to you, not only just at South Range, but around this area, around the world. That people that watch on YSN, your name's synonymous with success. If you were to tell someone right now how important faith is to you and your walk in sports and with Christ, what would you tell them?
Just to trust him and find people to surround you with that surround you that make you want to do better, and look to him. Haley and Parker and my friend Kaden, they always come. We go to FCA together during the week, and I think that's something really special. We did a Bible study one time. I think that was really cool,
Yeah.
just to have these friends that we all have the same focus. I think that's a nice thing to have.
It's incredible. Anna, thank you so much for spending some time with us. Thanks for letting us dig into the faith. I think that's going to
Yeah.
help a lot of people out there get closer to Christ, and that's what we're all here to do. So,
Exactly.
ladies and gentlemen, if you would, please give it up for my dear friend, Anna Toy. Nobody better. I mean, the end of that interview, I thought the entire interview was very smooth from the standpoint of going from subject to subject and things like that. You talk about volleyball, you talk about life, talk about family, then you get into travel, and then you get into Christ, and that's kind of the direction that the interview was led, which was incredible.
Right.
And you got a faith-filled young lady in Anna Toy who is certainly setting the bar very high for volleyball players around this area, but as far as young ladies, even higher than that. Great young lady. So, Anna, thank you so much for the time. Again, we'll have the South Range show tonight. Giangelo's, 7 p.m. is when we'll start the interviews tonight. It'll be Coach Dave Rock, Tommy Titus, and Nick Toy. So another Toy
on the
Toys
agenda.
everywhere.
Cousin. It's a cousin. So it's one of the, there's a lot of toys. There's a lot of toys.
Yeah, even the history of South Range, I think if you had to pick one family that is in like the DNA of that school, it would be the Toys. I mean, I had a second grade teacher as her grandma, Mrs. Toy, junior teacher with her aunt in the English department. I coached with her grandma. First year out of high school, I was an assistant to her on the 8th grade basketball team. It's just they're toys everywhere in that South Range family tree of lineage of history.
South Range is certainly the toy box. So,
Yes.
What is not a toy box is a young man who he hasn't been playing around at all. Anthony, do you want to give a little lead in to your interview with Brandon?
Yeah, this is one of the heroes of Garrettsville right now. And when we got him last Monday, he was definitely wearing that cape, and it fit him so well. Brandon Maguki, who is just one of the versatile weapons. You can have him. He's been quarterback. He can throw him, but he can also run routes and be a wide receiver. He's a threat with the ball. He's a little bit of everything for this Garfield offense. And he obviously caught that game-winning touchdown against Liberty, but he's also done a lot more in his athletic career that has kind of led him to this moment. So it was a great interview with him coming off of a big moment. He's obviously very excited about that. And Garfield got some work to do this week if they want to win an MVAC grade tier championship.
So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen from Garrettsville Garfield, easy for me to say, Brandon Baguki.
Anthony Hartwig here with a Garfield football player profile. I'm joined by senior Brandon Baguki. Brandon, thank you so much for coming on talking to us today.
Thanks for having me.
So we are having you on your senior year, obviously. We just said it. What's it been like transitioning this year and knowing that it's your last go with this program and dealing with all the emotions that come with that?
I mean, the emotions really haven't kind of hit yet, I guess. We're just focused on going out there having fun for our last ride together.
So up to now, you have not really felt like a senior. It's felt like any other year.
Yeah.
Was that something that you wanted to try to make happen when you started? I'm sure you kind of went into this season with a mindset. Did you tell yourself, hey, treat this like any other year?
Yeah, it's like don't let the emotions get in the way of what we're focused on, our goal.
So when do you think the emotions won't even hit you until the football season's over?
Yeah, probably not till then, hopefully at least. Maybe senior night a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm sure you're still trying to think about the legacy you want to leave and the things you want to do as a senior to make sure this program stays in good shape after you graduate. What are some things you're doing this year to lead this program, to lead the young guys, to make sure you're leaving a footprint and a legacy on this team?
I mean, I just feel like helping out the younger guys during practice a lot. Like, they'll come up to you with questions. They're not afraid to ask or anything. It's not a big deal to help them out at all.
The tradition at Garfield has lasted as long as it has because great seniors have come before you and done the same thing that you're doing now, leaving that legacy. Who are some guys that maybe when you were young kind of showed you how it's done to be a senior leader and leave these blueprints for success that the young guys are going to have?
I mean, like just a few, Carter Bates, Keegan, Deacon, and Leo, and Rick all helped a ton. They were massive. Like, we'd hang out all the time out of sports too, so it was really cool.
And you're not the only senior, obviously. You have a bunch of guys helping you lead this team. How would you kind of describe the feeling of not having to do it all and knowing that you guys have each other's back and you all lead in different ways, and it's kind of a group effort when it comes to leading this program?
I mean, it just feels really good because we've grown up playing with each other for all the way back to kindergarten, so we kind of got that tight-knit like bond that not a lot of other teams have.
And that's why high school football, especially in small towns, is so special because you get to play with the same guys for a long time. What's it been like to build this bond with these brothers and to be able to, like you just said, play with the same guys since kindergarten?
Yeah, I mean, it's just fun to go out there and fight together every Friday night, you know. It's not like I'm going out there with people I've just met like last year or something. Like, we've grown up together, so.
Go out there and fight indeed, which is, we're having you on right after one of the best games that we've ever seen. Garfield gets the win over Liberty on Friday, and it's a comeback, and it's a final kind of second kind of win. What does that win and that game say about this program?
I mean, we really didn't give up. Our big motto was just drag them out to the deep end, see if they can swim. And it just took us a little bit to get there, but we got there.
That was a game that was pretty much a must win if you guys want to, have a chance to win the MVAC this year. How much kind of sense of urgency do you think this team felt, especially when you were down early?
I mean, like we went down, I think it was 14-0, like maybe 2 minutes into the game. So we didn't really panic at all. We just kind of sat back and we're like, all right, we got to get to work now. So.
And now you have more steps as you're taking it game by game. What are some things down the stretch that this team is trying to focus on and work on as we get into week 8?
Well, we're just trying to perfect our craft right now. Just so we go out there on Fridays and let it rip.
I want to talk about your coaching staff because obviously you're with a really well-respected coaching staff. What's it been like to kind of have them coach you for the last 4 years?
It's great just to develop as a player. We always have a really good game plan. Like our game plan never fails, really. We just don't execute very well sometimes. So,
what part of your game do you think the coaching staff here at Garfield is the most responsible for helping you get to where you're at?
I definitely think like just overall, like I've gotten way bigger since came into high school, like the weightlifting program, and then just being physical. Like our program's all about physicality.
Football is a sport. To succeed, you have to be dedicated because there are things you just have to push through. The workouts in the summer, the physical nature of the sport. What keeps you dedicated? What keeps you fired up and willing to put yourself through all the stuff that you have to be good at football?
I mean, I think for me, it's just like I owe it to the guys I'm going out there to play with on Fridays. Like we all owe it to each other, so we just keep fired up about that.
You said it earlier, you've been playing since kindergarten. What are some of your first memories with football, and when did you kind of fall in love with the sport?
Well, I played like off and off through elementary school, but I remember in 6th grade, it was us seniors now and the juniors. We played together 5th and 6th grade, and we won the Super Bowl in 6th grade, so that was really cool.
And was there a moment you think maybe in middle school, maybe when you got into high school, that you felt like football wasn't just something you wanted to do for fun anymore? It was something that you really wanted to take seriously, work hard at, and get as good as you could at doing it?
Yeah, definitely. Freshman year, I was floating between like JV and varsity, and just like being out there on a Friday night was one of the best feelings in the world.
We talked earlier about the tradition of this Garfield team. It can be a lot to hold on to because you guys have this pressure to live up to the past teams. Do you ever feel that? Do you ever feel like you have to hold up what the last teams did in the past?
I mean, not really. No, we kind of just go out there. We always build our own legacy, So they built theirs, we got to build ours now.
And when you think about the community that kind of supports greatness, anytime you're a winning football team or a winning program, you're going to get a lot of support. What does it mean to you to see the community every night, whether you're at home or on the road?
Yeah, it's awesome. We travel really well. So, like, we went to Liberty. We had a bunch of people there. It was really loud. So, especially at home with, like, the home playoff games and everything, it's a great atmosphere.
You do travel really well, especially since it's quite a hike from Garfield to everywhere else in the MVAC. What's it been like being that team, that one team that seems like it has to travel the most to all these different schools?
We don't really mind. We'll play anybody wherever.
Do you like the long bus rides getting ready for a game, or do you prefer like the home games where you can get there and be familiar with where you're at, or do you like kind of a bus ride before to get your mind locked in?
I definitely like the home games, but I just like our field a lot.
Mm-hmm. And your field is unique, and every field out there is kind of unique in its own way. What makes Garfield feel like home to you?
I just love like we'll have the stands packed, and then we'll have people all along the hill and all the fences, so they're pretty close to you down there on the field even. It's like it's just a great atmosphere. You can hear everybody talking. It's sweet.
The pregame atmosphere of a Friday night football game is special, and it's kind of unique to any other sport, especially in high school. What do you love so much about kind of the festivities and the pregame routines of Friday night?
Well, when we go out there to warm up, we're all kind of like loose and joking around and stuff, like just kind of feeling it out once we get out there. So I think that's my favorite part personally.
If we talk about you off the field, we'll start with you as a student. What are some of your favorite subjects to study and the things that you enjoy learning about at Garfield?
So I only go for one class in the morning. So I have calc in the morning, so it's math. So that's my favorite, my only one.
Man, favorite because it's the only one, because Brandon Maguki is living the good life. This one class. Who are some of the teachers that have impacted your journey throughout the 4 years of high school that you've had at Garfield?
I mean, well, definitely Mr. Durr. I mean, I think that's some of the most fun I've ever had in school in his classes. And then my current teacher, Mr. Engelhart. I love sitting through Doug's class every morning.
What do you think has been the hardest class that you've taken at Garfield? The one that made you work the hardest?
Probably the one I'm in right now, Cal.
Okay. All right, so there you go, guys. It's one class, but don't worry, he's challenging himself.
Yeah.
It's not a cakewalk. What are some things that you want to do after high school? What are some goals you have on that vision board after you graduate?
I mean, right now I'm looking to go probably play college football somewhere. Not quite sure yet, but still looking.
When you think about college football and that opportunity to play at the next level, what kind of things would you be looking for in a program? Since you haven't made that decision yet, what kind of things do you want a college program to have to make you feel like you could call it home?
I mean, I definitely like the small town environment. So that I mean that would be nice, but like I don't really mind, to be honest, on anything else.
Do you have an idea of what you'd want to study in college or a career path you might want to go into?
I'd probably go for business.
I love it when people say business because then I get to ask, if you had a business right now, what do you think you would like? What would be your business? What would you sell, or what would you kind of run?
I don't even know.
He's like, you know what? We'll find out when we find out. All Brandon cares about is to be making money, right?
Yeah.
Making that green.
Yeah.
Let's talk about kind of some of the hobbies you have outside of the sport. What are some things that you do outside of football that kind of keep you as a well-rounded person and give yourself a little bit of a break from football when you get the chance to?
I mean, definitely like video games. I mean, that's probably a given. Other than that, not much. I go out to eat a lot.
What's your go-to game?
Go-to games probably NCAA.
Okay. Now here's the question: who's the best player on the team at NCAA football?
Probably Caleb Downs.
Do you guys play each other a lot? Do you gotta have like a team-wide NCAA, playing each other a lot?
Oh yeah, we have a dynasty together.
What's your go-to team? What's the dynasty for?
I like Syracuse.
Okay.
Personally.
Nothing. The orange, like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are some things that you like? You said you like to go out to eat. So what are the hot spots? What are the places you go?
Definitely Chick-fil-A or Chipotle.
Nice. What
Yeah.
about does it change when it's post game? You're trying to celebrate a big win. Where do you go?
Probably Canes. That's definitely the after game
Chicken
one.
fingers are for winners. That's
Yep.
just how we do it.
Yep.
Brandon, we like to also talk about your role models, the people in your life that have kind of been a leading arch of support, the people that you know kind of teach you on how to guide yourself and give you a lot of advice.
Definitely my mom and dad. Just growing up, they've really helped me a lot.
Do you have one form of advice that you think you've gotten from them in your life that really sticks out and is really put you where you're at?
I think one thing is like no matter how much you don't want to do it, go do it anyway. Because then on the days that you do want to go do it, you'll get a lot more done.
That is easier said than done. In those days that you don't want to do it, there has to be something in your heart or in your mind that is the saying, go do it, go do it.
Yeah.
What is that thing that gets you through those days?
I feel like it's definitely them in the back of my head telling me that growing up. That kind of gets at me.
They're right there even when they're not
Yep.
there. That's good parenting. Brandon, we like to end these player profiles the same way every time. We want to give you the chance to take the limelight off yourself a little bit and shine on the people in your life that you think mean the most to you, that have supported you throughout your entire career. So I want to give you the time to give out some thank yous and some shout outs to the people in your life that you think really deserve it.
Definitely mom and dad, and then like Coach Lewis, Coach Mosier, Coach Pays. I mean, Coach Simon coming in this year for us. He's really been a big help, just coaching the DBs and wide receivers. We really love him. And then like Coach Brown, Coach Stark, all those guys, Coach Finney.
All right, Brandon, we want to thank you so much for coming on, talking to us about your senior season. We wish you the best of luck the rest of the way. We hope it goes as long as it can, and we can't wait to talk to you again real soon.
Thank you.
Whoa. We almost got double
Double
spark.
spark.
The Joe Dickey Electric. What's Your Spark? Presented by Joe Dickey Electric. They are everything electrical, and you can visit them on the web 24/7, 365, just like YSN at DickeyElectric.com. Anthony Ronald Hartwig, what is your spark today on this October 14th, 2020.
I'm gonna use my spark to give a couple of updates of things that we've been getting throughout the day of state golf. I want to make sure they get shouted out for their show. JFK is going into round 2, which is today after finishing in first place after round 1 yesterday. So JFK trying to win a state championship. They have a 10-stroke lead going into day 2, so they should have all the things set to maybe win a state championship in golf as well. And they also have, I want to get this name right. They have their 3rd place and the 4th place individuals right now in the state as well. Julian Bellino is in 3rd. He shot a 73 for day 1 for JFK. Also, right behind him is Andrew Fredenberg. It was broken up in the text. So
I was like, wait a minute.
But he's in 4th place right behind him with a 74. So, they have individuals that are shooting well in the state. They also have the team score, which is 1st right now. So JFK Golf going into day 2 in 1st place in the state.
Nice spark, my friend. Nice spark. My spark, very simple, very meaningful to me. Today would have been my mom's 70th birthday. So Susan Yoakley, we love you. We miss you incredibly much. And if you're out there and you have a mom or a son or daughter and you are a mom, go give them a hug. You'll never regret it. I promise you. God bless each of you. We're going to try better to have a better show tomorrow as we do every day on this show. And until then, Anthony Ronald Hartwig, may the sports be with you, pal.
You too, and you as well, my friend.
We got it. We'll be better tomorrow. See you guys later.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.